So now you need to get the radius from the user, display the area, and using a constant variable. A constant variable for pi, display in 3 decimal points. So it's kind of the same thing, but instead of using mat.pi, you need to create a constant value or use the keyword final. So let's create that final variable. Sorry, final double pi is equals to 3.148. Let me check the value actually. I'm not really sure. But oh, it's actually 3.1416. Okay, so instead of using mat.pi here, I use my pi value that I initialized, and it should work. But here they're asking 3 decimal points, so just change it to 3. By the way, if you can't see the code, this is the whole code, and if I try to run it, okay, enter a radius, so it's 7, the circumference is 43.982, and area is 153.938, and that is for the third question. Let's look at the fourth question. Let's say a variable named X is storing Java, another variable named Y is storing language. Swap the values stored in both variables. Okay. Do the question. Let's just delete the whole thing. Okay, let's say string X is holding Java and string Y is holding language. By the way, if you didn't use scanner and if you still import scanner, it doesn't matter. And also, if I continue here, before I forget, if I tell instead of scanner, I tell this, if I type this symbol, not only scanner will be imported, but a lot of things, there are a lot of files under this util package. So all the file under this util package will be imported. So not only scanner will be imported. Well, this will be useful because let's say java.util dot, you can see here there's a lot of file you can import from the util itself. So one of the thing that you usually use is ArrayList actually. So imagine you have to import scanner and also ArrayList and maybe bunch of files here. So instead of wasting your time writing the whole code, you can just type this thing. But sometimes by typing out what you actually want to import, you can save some computational time. Instead of importing every single file, you can just import this specific file, so you can save some time for the Java for the processor. So let's just try to swap this XY. So you might be thinking like, okay, so let's just X is equals to Y and Y is equals to X. And now if I try to print X and if I try to print Y, let's see what we get. We get X is equal to language and Y is also equal to language. Why? Well, it's kind of like this. Let's here you did told x is equals to y. So here y was language. So y, okay, let's see all the cases. So here, before this, x was Java and y was language. After this, x is same as y, which means x is language. But y is also language. So now, if you tell y is equals to x, yeah, of course, y is equals to x. So this thing is not doing anything, it's not changing anything, because the value stored in x is not Java, is language. So you can't really swap like this. So what you can do, you can create a temporary value or temporary variable. So temp is equals to x. So now, instead of telling y is equal to x, you can tell y equals to temp, because the temp value didn't change when you change the value of x. And when you're trying to print now, first of all, let's see, does it work? Yes, it does work. So you can do like this. Not only string, if you use int and use store some integer value, it still works. So if you to swap values, you need to create this temporary variable. So in a lot of cases, you will actually do a lot of swapping, like in sorting arrays, and in all of this, like the bubble sort, selection sort. There's a lot of types of sorting algorithms that you can use. In all of these sorting algorithms, you will do a lot of swapping. So that's why you need to get used to these kind of things. You need to know how to swap two variables. And let's go to the next question, which is number 5.